Hey Sainers, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Welcome to the Round 6 preview. It's been a crazy week, to be honest, so it's coming out a bit late than usual, so hopefully you still enjoy it, but it's a massive game for us. Round 6 leading up to the Anzac Day round. GWS Giants sitting 14th on the table with 1 win, 4 losses, and struggling, coaches under pressure. And we are flying 4 wins on the trot, 4-1, 4th on the ladder, 132%. Only percentage separates us from 2nd on the ladder. And yeah, a real big opportunity to win 5 in a row for the first time in, I'm going to have to say 2010. I don't remember any other time we've won 5 in a row. So maybe 2011, but definitely 2010, 09. So it's been a very long time coming. But based on the current form guide, I'm pretty confident. I've got my whiteboard, but I didn't need to write anything down on it because all I would write is stop Toby Green. And that's really where GWS and their supporters are optimistic about this game, is the inclusion of their captain, their superstar, one of the best small forwards in the league, Toby Green. But we also regain Jimmy Webster. The ins obviously tomorrow night, but Jimmy Webster's most likely to come in, maybe for a win Hager, I feel like. And that would be the only change I would make. I don't think anyone else needs to come in, barring any last-minute injuries, fingers crossed. So we get players to cover him. We've got Webster and Pato that have done it before, most notably Pato, round 22, I think, in 2020. Took him to the cleaners, kept him to 1 goal in about 12 possessions, and we won the game by 50 points. And that was a game where they needed to win to make finals, and so did we. So, big game. This is equally as big for them because of their current situation they're in. Their coach is under pressure, and they got belted by Melbourne last week. 10 goals to 1 or something in the third term, I think it was. So, they're prone to lapses. They don't run back. They're ranked 15th, I think, for just defensive pressure, whereas we rank right up there. We're also the second highest scoring team in the comp. And they struggle to score. I think they're averaging probably 9 or 10 goals a game, and we're averaging, just under 15, 16 goals a game. So I think we've got all the weapons here. They've got Bruce. He'll come back as well from suspension. But like last week, Jared Witts was a big worry for me in the preview. But Rowan Marshall stood up, broke even there. Jack Hayes did what he needed to do around the ground. And the midfield, we out-clearanced them 24, I think, to 42, which is a smashing. So obviously, GWS, we all know, very talented team. Josh Kelly, Taranto, Caniglio, Himmelberg. They've got a lot of good players there, but they don't play as a team. And it hasn't happened for a long time, probably since they made the grand final. And if we go on Friday night to Manuka Oval and we play as a team, I really don't see many ways that we lose. It has to be GWS playing really well or we're just really down. And I'm just confident in this squad. I think that we've got even contribution from every single player that runs out on the field. It's not carried by 1 or 2. We do have 1 or 2 that do give us that X factor that separates us from everyone else. And then, being Max King, Jack Higgins, Gresham and Steele and these sort of guys that are just, they've got something about them and they do the job every week. And I guess the most exciting thing for us is we don't rely on one player to kick a bag. We're kicking 15 goals a week, but King will kick 3 or 4, but then everyone else you got 9 or 10 individual goal kickers there. Whereas I think GWS, their mids don't really kick a lot of goals, and we're seeing our mids hit the scoreboard a bit more with Crouch kicking a goal, Steele a couple. Gresham gets forward more than anyone in our midfield, which is amazing. Brad Hill's getting some form now. D-Mac gets forward. Ben Long can do that, so it'll be interesting to see whether he goes forward again, because we've got Webster back, and that was the main reason why he went back in the first place. I think he goes back and plays that forward pressure role, and I think GWS are the sort of team that he'll do really well against because they just don't like the heat. They're a very, very clean outside team, and I think the one way we can get them is really batter them on the inside because our in-tight work has been so good this season, but our outside work has been just as good, if not better. So if we beat them on the inside, get Crouchy, get Steely, Seb getting in there, getting it to the likes of Hill, Sinks, Gresh running through, I think our forwards are going to have some opportunity on Friday night to kick a winning score. And if they kick straight, we'll be in for a pretty good day, I feel. So, in terms of overall matchups, I don't know if we need to tag anyone on their end. I think they've got De Boer, and I think he notably tags the best player in the opposition, and they're one of the rare teams that still do the tagging. We don't really do it anymore, and most of the top teams don't tag. They just play man on man and go for it. I think they'll try to tag Steele, but the best part is Steele's probably not even our most damaging player this season. So although he's probably our best player, Gresham's probably the most damaging because he has 25, but he kicks 2 or 3. Whereas, Steely and Crouchy have 30, may hit the scoreboard, but Gresham's more likely to go forward and actually kick goals, and that's what wins your games. Ultimately, we all know that. So I think if they tag him, that just lets Sinks get off the chain a little bit more. Crouchy gets off the chain a little bit more. Gresham does. Wait till we get Zach Jones, Hunter Clark, and Billings back. It's going to be a big headache for these teams. So I think all the pressure is on GWS. We're obviously favourites. We're $1.69. They're $2.17 with Toby Green coming in still. I thought maybe the odds would have been shorter with Toby coming in, but we've got the players that can cover him. And we've got our backline can cover anyone at the moment. We've played some good tall teams. We've handled it well. Now we come up against a team that doesn't have the greatest forward line, but they've obviously got a very good player returning and a good midfield that can feed them. And they've only really gelled once this season, and they beat Gold Coast pretty comfortably. But every other game this year, they've lost by 4+ goals and haven't really fired a shot. So we just need to go out there. We need to start fast and not concede the first 2 goals. We've done that the last 4 weeks, and although we've won the last 4 weeks, this is a sort of game I really think if we come out fast, quiet the crowd, GWS will go into their shells and they'll be worried about us for 4 quarters. If we let them come out with guns blazing, throwing the kitchen sink at us, they get a bit of momentum. Toby Green's up and about. It's going to be one of those Friday nights where we don't know how it's going to end, really. It's going to be one of those pressure cooker sort of games. But I think that we've got the ability to kick big scores and kick them fast. I just want to see us do it in the first term. I want us to come out and kick 6 goals to 2 in the first quarter and really put them on the back foot. And we're so good when we're up and about. When we hit the front now, we love playing on and playing exciting and kicking more goals. We're not there to protect the game. And that was our biggest issue last year, was when we got ahead, we just kind of got complacent. But this year, we're getting more excited. We want more. We want to win by more. And that's evident in our improved percentage of 132. I think 2019 or 2018, we were 4-1 as well. And our percentage was like 105, 110. Big difference now, 132. We're winning games and winning them well. Back then, that should have been a bit of an indicator for us that we're probably not there yet, because a lot of those games were quite tight and could have gone either way. So this year, all of our wins have been over 20 points, apart from the Fremantle game, and yeah, specifically the last 3 weeks, we've been very, very strong. So I don't see any reason why that should slow down. If we win this game, we go 5-1, and that would be our best start to a season in 10 years. And it just creates more belief. So for me, this game is very similar to last week in that it could be a routine win. But GWS have got weapons, just like Gold Coast, that can exploit us a little bit. But I think that if we play our way, I only really see 1, 2, or 3 teams ahead of us at the moment. And GWS are not one of them. No disrespect to them. They're 14th on the ladder, and they're there for a reason. So, I'm going into this pretty confident, up and about. Disappointed I can't get to the game, but nonetheless, Friday night footy. Hopefully, good commentary. Hopefully, get the champagne out post game, and we'll be able to enjoy a nice win. But I'll leave it there, guys. A bit of a shorter one this week. Sorry, everything's schedule's out of whack. A lot of things going on, but those are my thoughts. Comment your thoughts. Let me know who you're excited to see, what you think we need to do to win the game, and how much will St Kilda win the game by, if you think we're going to win the game. Like the video, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the coverage. And I'll see you after the game for the live review of GWS versus St Kilda Friday night footy. Around 10:30, I reckon the live will start. So hop on Facebook, not on YouTube, Facebook, and you'll get the live review before it's uploaded to YouTube. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your week, and go you mighty Saints. See you guys.